Peace and grace, beloved soul. Today, the angels have a special message just for you, words that can lift your spirit, open your heart, and guide you into your divine season. Imagine a light shining on your path, showing you doors that are waiting to be opened, blessings that are waiting to flow. The universe is speaking, and your angels are whispering signs you don't want to miss. Before we dive in, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel the love and peace surrounding you, and know that this moment is divinely timed just for you. If this message touches your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Holy Encouragement for more uplifting words from the angels. Your engagement helps us bring these divine whispers to more souls like YOU angels. Say this message reached you at the exact second it was meant to. Not a moment early, not a moment late. If you've been feeling restless, emotional, or suddenly thinking about someone from your past, or someone you haven't even met yet, this is not imagination. This is spiritual activation. Angels say. Your soul has been sending signals into the unseen realms. Those signals are heard. Your soulmate is not distant in spirit, even if they are distant in the physical world. The bond between you is alive, breathing and vibrating at a higher frequency right now. This is why you may have felt sudden waves of emotion without reason, strong urges to change your life, repeating numbers like 1111 or 222 dreams that feel too real to ignore. Angels say these are not random feelings. They are summons. Your soulmate is reaching a breaking point, and energetically. They may not know how to explain it. They may not even consciously understand it, but their soul is crying out for alignment, and your soul heard it. This is what angels call a divine alert. A moment when heaven interrupts normal life to say, pay attention, something sacred is unfolding. Angels say many people miss this moment because fear speaks louder than faith. But you didn't scroll past, you didn't ignore the pull. That alone tells the angels something powerful about you. You are ready. Ready does not mean perfect. Ready does not mean healed from everything God ready means willing. Angels say your soulmate is also standing at a crossroads. One path leads to continued delay. The other leads straight toward your dot, what determines the direction. Your energetic response. Right now, heaven is observing. Your thoughts, your intentions, your courage to believe again. Angels say the reunion energy strengthens when you choose trust over doubt. This connection is not just romantic, it is spiritual purpose wrapped in love. You and your soulmate activate something in each other that no one else can. That is why the separation felt so painful. That is why the longing never truly left. Angels say this bond was protected, not punished, by distance, because growth was required. And now, growth is completing. If you felt like something is coming, but you can't explain what this dot alignment, angels say the next steps will be subtle. First, a message may be a coincidence that feels impossible, but once movement begins, it accelerates quickly. Do not chase, do not force, do not fear. Simply remain open. Because angels say when soulmates align at the right frequency, the universe rushes in to help Dot. And this is only the beginning, God. Angels say. If this message resonated with your soul, it is a sign you are divinely guided. Do not let this moment pass silently. Like this video to activate Angelic support comment I receive. To confirm your alignment, subscribe to Holy Encouragement for daily messages from the angels. Because angels say those who stay connected receive guidance faster, clearer, and stronger. You are not alone. Heaven is watching, and love is closer than you think. Angels say not every connection is a soulmate connection. Some people come to teach lessons. Some come to awaken wounds. Some come to prepare the heart. But a true soulmate is different. Angels say before your soul entered this lifetime, a sacred agreement was made. This agreement is known in heaven as a soul contract. A soul contract is not written with words, it is written with energy. intention, and divine purpose. Angels say, you and your soulmate agreed to find each other again, not necessarily easily, but meaningfully. This is why the connection feels unexplainable. Why logic never fully works when it comes to them. Why even silence between you still feels loud. Angels say a soulmate connection activates memory beyond the mind. Your soul recognizes what your eyes cannot yet see. That is why, even if you have tried to move on, something inside you always pauses. Something whispers, this is not finished. Angels say soul contracts are activated when both souls reach a certain level of awareness, not perfection. Awareness. This awareness often comes after pain, after disappointment, after surrender. That is why many soulmates experience separation first. Angels say separation is not rejection. It is preparation. Your soulmate have lessons you could not learn for them. You had healing they could not do for you. But now the angels say something profound is happening. A contract is reactivating. You may notice this through sudden memories. A deep sense of missing someone you haven't spoken to, or even feeling emotional without knowing why. Angels say this happens when your soulmate begins thinking of you at the same time. Energy travels faster than words. This is how heaven confirms a soulmate bond. The connection survives distance. The emotions return even after time. A bond feels sacred. Not just romantic angels say lust fades. Attraction changes. But a soul contract remains alive across lifetimes. That is why no replacement ever truly feels right. Angels want you to know something important now. If this were not a true soulmate connection, the longing would have disappeared by now. Instead, it has matured. It no longer screams. It waits. This is the sign angels look for. Angels say your soulmate's higher self has already agreed to reunion, but the human self may still be afraid. Fear does not cancel soul contracts. It only delays them. And delays are now being lifted. Angels say heaven has begun arranging circumstances quietly. Emotional readiness, unexpected changes, internal awakenings. May notice your priorities shifting. Old desires falling away. A stronger pull toward peace instead of chaos. This is preparation for union. Angels say when soulmates reunite without growth, the connection collapses. But when they reunite after awakening, the bond becomes unbreakable. That is why timing matters. Right now, angels are asking you to do one thing. Honor the contract by honoring yourself. This means releasing resentment, letting go of the past version of the story, trusting that love can return differently and better. Angels say the next phase of this connection will not repeat the old pain. It will correct it, but only if you allow the old chapter to close. You are not losing your soulmate. You are meeting them again at a higher level of truth. Angels say the soul contract does not demand suffering. It asks for courage. Courage to believe that divine love does not abandon. Courage to stay open even after disappointment. Courage to trust heaven's timing. If you are listening to this and feeling emotional, that is confirmation. Your soul remembers. Angels say the contract is active now. The signal has been sent. The response is forming. And in the next message, the angels will reveal specific signs that prove your soulmate is already reaching for you spiritually, even if they haven't spoken yet. Stay open. Stay present, because heaven is moving closer with every breath you take. Angels say when a soulmate begins calling for you at the soul level, the signs do not appear loudly. At first, they appear personally, soft enough that only you would notice, specific enough that only you would feel them. This is how heaven protects sacred connections. Angels say the first sign is unexplained. Emotional shifts. You may suddenly feel a wave of sadness with no clear cause, deep longing that appears out of nowhere or warmth in your chest. When you think of them, this is not weakness. This is energetic communication. Your soulmate's soul is sending a signal and your heart is receiving it. Angels say, when two souls are bonded, emotions travel faster than thoughts. This is why you may feel them before you hear from them. Second sign angels reveal is persistent thoughts that don't fade. You may try to distract yourself. You may stay busy. You may even convince yourself you've moved on. Yet their presence returns quietly, gently, repeatedly. Angels say this happens when your soulmate is thinking of you. At the same time, energy seeks to smash. This is not obsession. This is resonance. The third sign is dream, contact. Angels say when communication is blocked in the physical world, souls meet in the dream realm. You may dream of conversations that feel real seeing them, but not touching emotional. Exchanges without words. When you wake up, the feeling lingers. Angels say this is because the meeting actually happened, not in the body, but in the spirit. This is one of the clearest confirmations of a soulmate call. The fourth sign is repeating numbers and symbols. Angels often use numbers because they bypass logic. If you keep seeing colon 11 colon 1 2 2 4 4 for their name or initials angels, say this is heaven saying, pay attention. Alignment is occurring. These signs increase when reunion is approaching. The fifth sign is sudden inner growth. You may feel a strong desire. 2. Heal old wounds, release past resentment, improve your life. Angels say this happens because your soul is preparing for union. True soulmate love requires emotional maturity, and your soul knows this. You are being upgraded energetically. The sixth sign angels reveal is feeling their emotions without explanation. You may suddenly feel anxious, emotional, or restless even when your life is calm. Angels say you are picking up on your soulmate's emotional state. This often happens when they are missing you, regretting past choices, standing at a decision point. Their confusion travels through the bond. The seventh sign is synchronicity through people and places. You may hear their name unexpectedly, visit places connected to them, or meet people who remind you strongly of them. Angels say this is the universe aligning timelines. Nothing is accidental at this stage. The eighth sign is a feeling of inevitability. Deep down, beneath fear and doubt, there is a calm knowing, a sense that this connection is not over, not broken, not forgotten. Angels say this knowing is the voice of your soul remembering the contract. The ninth sign is release of awe. Bitterness. You may notice that anger softens, blame fades, understanding replaces resentment. Angels say forgiveness is not for the other person. It is for alignment. This is a powerful sign reunion energy is close. The 10th and final sign angels want you to recognize is inner peace instead of desperation. You are no longer chasing. No longer forcing. No longer begging the universe for answers. Instead, you feel still. Angels say this calm is not giving up. It is trust. And trust accelerates divine timing. If you are experiencing even 3 of these signs, angels say your soulmate is already reaching out energetically. Physical communication follows energetic permission. This is why angels say your response matters. Now, respond not with fear. Respond not with doubt. Respond with openness. Because when one soulmate opens their heart fully, the other feels it immediately. Angels say the most misunderstood part of a soulmate journey is separation. Many people believe separation means failure. Rejection. Or divine punishment. But angels say separation is never random when it involves true soulmates. Separation is a divine pause. A pause designed not to break the bond, but to strengthen it. Angels say when 2 souls recognize each other too early, before healing is complete, the intensity can become overwhelming. Love reveals wounds, and unhealed wounds create fear. So heaven intervenes. Not to deny love, but to protect it. Angels say the separation happened because both of you were still carrying emotional weight that could not travel into the next chapter. This weight may have been fear of abandonment in healed childhood, Pain, mistrust from past relationships, doubt, or unworthiness. These energies distort love. If reunion had happened then, the connection would have repeated pain instead of resolving it. So angels stepped in. Distance was created. Silence followed. Confusion grew. Not as punishment, but as preparation. Angels say separation forces the soul to grow without leaning on the other person. You are asked to find your strength, face your patterns, learn. Self-love. Your soulmate was asked to do the same, even if their journey looked very different from yours. Angels say many soulmates grow at unequal speeds. One awakens sooner, the other resists longer. This creates imbalance. An imbalance delays reunion. But angels say something has changed. The lessons have been learned. You may notice this through emotional maturity, clearer boundaries, less desire for chaos, a stronger sense of self. This is not coincidence. This is completion. Angels say separation ends when both souls are capable of choosing love without fear controlling the decision. Right now, that moment is approaching. Angels reveal that your soulmate has reached a point of internal realization. They may be recognizing what they lost, what truly matters, how avoidance no longer works. Angels say regret is not punishment. It is awakening. And awakening brings courage. At the same time, angels say you have reached a place of inner stability. You no longer need them to complete you. You desire them, but you are whole. This balance is essential. When one chases and the other runs, reunion cannot happen. But when both stand in truth, the distance collapses. Angels say the ending of separation is often quiet. No dramatic signs at first, just subtle shifts. You may feel relief without explanation, peace where pain once lived, certainty replacing confusion. These are indicators that the energetic wall between you is dissolving. Angels say timing is sacred. Separation lasted exactly as long as it needed to. Not one moment more. And now heaven is lifting the barrier. But angels give this gentle warning. Do not reopen old wounds with old expectations. This reunion will not mirror the past. It will correct it. Angels say the new connection requires honest communication, emotional presence, mutual effort. The old version of the relationship cannot return. Only the healed version can. If you try to resurrect the past, the universe will slow things again. But if you allow love to arrive in a new form, stronger, calmer, wiser, everything accelerates. Angels say you were never abandoned. You are being refined. And now refinement is complete. Angels say divine timing is not slow. It is precise. What feels like waiting on earth is actually alignment in heaven. Right now, angels reveal that a powerful shift has already begun. It started quietly, internally, before it becomes visible externally. This is how all divine movements begin. Angels say the next 7 to 21 days are significant because timelines are converging. Your time linear and your soulmate's time linear moving closer to the same frequency. This does not mean everything will happen at once. It means the path clears. Angels say the first 7 days bring internal realization. During this phase, you may feel strong clarity about what you truly want, sudden emotional release, a sense of readiness without urgency. At the same time, angels say your soulmate is experiencing emotional pressure. They may feel restless, pulled toward honesty, unable to ignore their feelings any longer. This is not discomfort. It is awakening. Angels say awakening always feels uncomfortable before it feels peaceful. Between days 7 and 14, angels reveal external movement. This can show up as a message, a conversation, a chance encounter, hearing news about them unexpectedly. Not dismiss small moments. Angels say small moments are doorways. If communication happens during this window, it may feel hesitant at first. Angels advise patience. Fear dissolves when it meets gentleness. Between days 14 and 21, angels say truth surfaces. This is when honest conversations occur, apologies may be offered intentions become clearer. This phase brings emotional vulnerability. And vulnerability is the language of soulmates. Angels say this timeline depends on free will. You cannot force it, but you can allow it. What slows timelines? Fear-based thinking, replaying old pain, expecting disappointment. What accelerates timelines? Trust, emotional openness, gratitude. Angels say heaven responds faster when faith replaces resistance. You may notice repeating confirmations during this time. Numbers appearing more often, dreams becoming vivid, sudden calm, replacing anxiety. These are signals that alignment is locking in. Angels say something very important now. Do not confuse silence with stagnation. Silence is often the final preparation before action. Your soulmate may be gathering courage, releasing guilt, choosing truth over fear. Angels say courage grows quietly. You are not forgotten. You are being approached carefully, sincerely, intentionally. If doubts appear during this period, angels ask you to pause. Breathe. Remember this. Divine love does not rush. It arrives ready. The next steps will feel natural, not forced, not chaotic, clear, not confusing. This is how angels confirm alignment. Angels say love is never blocked by distance. It is blocked by fear. Not loud fear, not obvious fear, but the quiet fear that hides behind protection. Angels reveal that the greatest block to reunion right now is fear of being hurt again. This fear whispers, what if it ends the same way? What if I open my heart and lose everything again? What if I'm wrong? Angels say this fear is understandable. Pain leaves memory, but fear was never meant to lead your decisions. Fear is a warning, not a ruler. Angels say when fear leads, love waits. Right now, both you and your soulmate are facing the same fear, even if it looks different on the surface. One of you may withdraw, the other may overthink. Different behaviors. Same wound. Angels say this fear formed during separation. Silence created stories. Distance created doubt. Unanswered questions created emotional armor. Armor protects, but it also blocks connection. Angels say reunion requires vulnerability, not perfection. This does not mean ignoring boundaries. It means allowing truth to be seen. The second fear angels reveal is fear of timing. The belief that it's too late. They've changed. Life has moved on. Angels say time does not erase soul contracts. It matures them. True soul connections do not weaken with time. They deepen. Angels say what feels like delay was actually growth. The third fear blocking reunion is fear of self-worth. A quiet question many people never speak. Am I enough? Angels say this fear is the most powerful because it hides behind humility. But love does not require you to be flawless. It requires you to be real. Your soulmate does not need a perfect version of you. They need an honest one. Angels say heaven does not reunite souls until both believe, even slightly, that they are worthy of love. That belief is forming now. The fourth fear angels reveal is fear of surrender. Letting go of control, letting go of outcomes, letting love unfold naturally. Angels say surrender is not weakness. It is trust. And trust is the language of the universe. When you stop trying to manage the connection, it begins to move. Angels ask you now, where are you still guarding your heart? Not shutting down, just guarding. That is where the block lives. Release does not mean forgetting pain. It means choosing not to relive it. Angels say when fear dissolves, energy shifts instantly. This is why sometimes reunion happens suddenly after months or years of silence. One inner release can change everything. Angels want you to know this. Your soulmate is not coming to hurt you again. They are coming differently. More aware. More grounded. More honest. And so are you. Fear tells you the past will repeat. Angels say the past has completed its lesson. The choice now is simple, but not easy. trust or protect, open or resist, or doubt. Angels say you do not need to force openness. Just soften resistance. Even a little openness is enough for heaven to act. Angels say this is not a time for waiting. It is a time for alignment. Heaven is not asking you to chase, not asking you to reach out first, not asking you to force anything. Angels say heaven is asking for one inner decision, a quiet one, a powerful one, the decision to choose openness over protection. Right now, angels say your energy is louder than your actions. What you hold in your heart is what the universe responds to. So angels ask you gently, are you open to love arriving differently than before? Not the same conversations, not the same mistakes, not the same dynamic. A new version. Angels say the first thing heaven asks you to do is release the old story, the story of who hurt, who waited longer, who should have done more. That story has already ended. If you keep retelling it, you keep yourself in the past. Angels say love cannot return where blame still lives. Release does not mean excusing pain. It means freeing your future. The second thing heaven asks is emotional availability. This means allowing yourself to feel without immediately defending against feeling. If emotions rise, do not suppress them. Do not judge them. Angels say emotion is movement, and movement breaks stagnation. The third request from Vum. Heaven is faith without evidence. This is difficult, but sacred. Faith does not mean pretending you are certain. It means choosing hope, even when certainty is absent. Angels say, heaven responds fastest when you say, I don't know how this will happen, but I trust that it can. That statement alone shifts timelines. The fourth thing heaven asks is alignment with peace. Not excitement, not obsession. Peace. If something feels forced, step back. If something feels calm, lean in. Angels say peace is the confirmation signal. Your soulmate will return in a way that feels grounding, not destabilizing. The fifth and final request from heaven is gratitude before arrival. This may feel strange, but angels say gratitude creates energetic permission. Be grateful, not just for what you have, but for what is coming. Gratitude says, I am ready to receive. Angels want you to know this. You do not need to prove your worth. You do not need to chase love. You do not need to reopen wounds. You only need to be present and open. Right now, heaven is responding to your willingness. Your soulmate can feel it. They may not understand it logically, but they feel a pull toward truth. And truth moves people toward action. Angels. Heaven never stays silent. It speaks in symbols, because symbols bypass fear. If you have been asking for confirmation, angels say you have already been receiving it. You just needed clarity. Angels reveal that dreams are the first language of divine communication. When the conscious mind sleeps, the soul listens. If you have dreamed of your soulmate recently, angels say this is not memory, it is contact. These dreams may feel more vivid than usual emotionally. Intense, peaceful, or unfinished angels say soulmate dreams often do not follow logic. They follow truth. You may not speak much in these dreams. You may simply feel. That feeling is the message. Angels say repeated dreams mean the message has not yet been acknowledged. Once you accept the truth emotionally, the dreams soften or transform. The second way angels communicate is through numbers. Numbers are universal. They reach everyone no matter belief or language. If you keep seeing 1111, alignment and soul awakening, 222, union forming behind the scenes, 333, angelic protection, and guidance, 444, stability and divine support, 555. Major change approaching. Angels say these numbers increase when timelines are locking in. Seeing the same number repeatedly is heaven saying, you are on the correct path. The third sign angels use is repetition through the physical world. You may Hear the same message from different people. See words that mirror your thoughts encounter. Reminders of your soulmate unexpectedly. Angels say repetition removes doubt. When the same message appears in different forms, it is no longer coincidence, it is confirmation. The fourth sign is inner knowing. This one is quiet but powerful. A calm certainty that appears without evidence. Angels say intuition is the soul remembering what the mind forgot. If something inside you says, "This is not over," that voice is not hope. It is recognition. The fifth sign angels reveal is emotional neutrality toward the past. You may notice old memories no longer hurt the same way. Triggers lose their charge. Angels say healing is the final signal before reunion. Pain dissolves because its purpose is complete. The sixth sign is sudden clarity after confusion. Answers appear. Decisions feel easier. Your heart feels lighter. Angels say clarity arrives when resistance ends. The seventh sign is external validation. You may hear, "They were thinking about you." Your name came up. "I don't know why, but I felt you should hear this." Angels say heaven uses others when direct communication is not yet ready. The eighth sign is peaceful anticipation, not anxiety, not obsession. A calm sense that something is unfolding. Angels say this is alignment settling into place. If you recognize even a few of these signs, angels say heaven has already answered your request. You are not waiting alone. Your soulmate's soul is responding. Angels say reunion does not happen through force. It happens through alignment. Many people imagine reunion as dramatic as sudden confession, a perfect moment, a movie-like scene. But angels say true soulmate reunion is quietly powerful. It feels natural. Grounded. Right. Angels reveal that reunion begins internally before it ever happens externally. First, resistance dissolves. You may notice less anxiety about the outcome, less urgency to control timing, more trust in the unfolding. Angels say this inner calm is the green light for heaven. The second step angels reveal is emotional courage. Your soulmate begins to feel a pull they can no longer ignore. This often shows up as a sudden urge to reach out, missing you deeply without knowing why. Feeling unfinished emotionally. Angels say this is when honesty rises. Not rehearsed. Not perfect, just real. The third step is unexpected opportunity. Reunion rarely happens when planned. Angels say it may come through a casual message, a simple check-in, a coincidence that creates contact. It may feel small at first. But angels say small openings carry big shifts. The fourth step is truth exchange. This is when old misunderstandings, clear feelings are acknowledged. Vulnerability appears. Angels say this conversation may not solve everything at once, but it changes the energy completely. The fifth step is slow rebuilding. Angels say true reunion does not rush. It rebuilds trust gently. There is more listening, less defensiveness, more presence. This is how the connection becomes stable. Angels emphasize something important here. If reunion feels calm, do not mistake it for lack of passion. Peace is the sign of maturity. Angels say chaos is not love, it is fear. The love returning to you now is anchored, not explosive. The final step angels reveal is choice. Reunion is offered, not forced. Souls choose whether to step forward. Angels say when both choose from truth, not fear, the bond locks into place. And this is the kind of union that lasts. Angels want you to release the need to predict the moment. Prediction creates tension. Trust creates flow. You do not need to prepare the perfect words. You do not need to plan the perfect reaction. Your heart already knows what to do. Angels say reunion will feel familiar, but different. Like coming home to a house that has been lovingly repaired. And in the final segment, angels will give confirmation, a blessing, and a message meant to seal this alignment. Stay with this message, because heaven is about to close the circle. Angels say, if you have stayed with this message until now, this is your confirmation. Not everyone was meant to hear this. Not everyone had the patience to listen fully, but you did. Angels say that alone is a sign of alignment. Your soul recognized truth when it heard it. This message did not come to entertain you. Came to activate. You. Angels say, heaven has already marked this moment, the moment you chose faith over doubt, hope over fear. Truth over illusion. Right now, angels are surrounding you with reassurance. They want you to know this clearly. Your soulmate has not forgotten you. Your love was not a mistake. Your story is not over. Angels say the bond between you and your soulmate is protected. Even when silence existed, even when distance grew, the connection remained alive. Because divine love does not depend on constant contact, that depends on truth. Angels say, something is shifting now. What was heavy is lifting. What was delayed is moving. What was unclear is becoming understood. Heaven has already begun arranging conversations, courage, and clarity. Do not worry about how. Do not worry about when. Trust the unfolding. Angels say, the next signs will come gently. You may feel peace replacing longing, confidence replacing doubt, certainty replacing confusion. These are confirmations. Now, angels offer you a blessing. May your heart remain open without fear. May your love return in honesty and strength. May reunion come in divine timing. Free from past pain. May peace guide every step forward. Angels say, receive this blessing now. Take a breath. Let it settle. And now, angels ask you to respond. Not out of obligation, but out of alignment. Like this video to affirm your readiness. Comment, I receive, to confirm your soul contract. Subscribe, holy encouragement for daily words of angels, because angels say those who stay connected receive guidance sooner, clearer, and stronger. This channel is not random. It is a meeting place for souls who are awakening. You are welcome here. You are guided here. And you are supported here. Angels say, watch what unfolds next, because heaven is watching your response. And love is already on its way.